Hello, Rebecca. Okay, so let me explain what we're gonna do here. This is for Scorpios, and look, I even brought out this cool little thing one of my friends made. It's my bright spot. Where is? You know what? It's probably lagging. Oh, if you could. For the Scorpios. This is a general read, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. The messages, you will receive the messages if they're meant for you. But otherwise, this gives everyone else a chance to see what this looks like. I am going to do a love spread first for the singles out there, the single Scorpios. And if anybody misses this, then they can watch it later on. It's harder to hear me. I'm gonna have to get a better mic eventually. Let me see. You turn that on. I'll just have to speak up, I guess. Okay. Yeah, eventually I'll get like a Blue Yeti mic set up. Hopefully you can hear me better. I'm really bad about being soft-spoken. Hi, Renee. Hello, Alexius. Again, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Well, for all the Scorpios at least. This is for singles first, and then we'll do for couples after this. Spirits, messages that are meant for Scorpio singles. What is your messages for Scorpio singles? Hi, Lacey. Scorpio singles for the month of November. What is coming towards Scorpio singles for the month of November in love? Scorpio singles, sun sign, Venus sign, moon. For Scorpios. One more time. You're welcome, Kimberly. Thanks for letting me know. If I missed anybody's. Got 7 people so far. That's not too bad. Who in here is a Scorpio? Alexis. Alright. I'm still a little bit nervous, so if you see me fumbling, that's why. I'll get more comfortable. Hey, Ashley. I've got Scorpio moon, so, and Taurus. Alright. Yeah, and I'll start doing these more often if the response is positive. I've been wanting to do this for the YouTube channel, but alright, please Spirit, show me the messages that are for Scorpio singles for the month of November. What's coming towards them in love for the month of November. What's coming towards Scorpio singles for the month of November, please, Spirit? What are your messages of guidance, clarity for Scorpio singles? I'm going to pick only the most clear, true, honest, relevant, important information. Oh, we're up to 10. Renee, Rebecca, alright. Lacey. Actually got quite a few Scorpios. Alright. Again, if you missed it, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. It is based on energy, so this could resonate in some parts for you and other parts not. If you want a personal reading, you get much better information for you. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. This is for Scorpio singles in the month of November. Love. Okay. Now I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Should have got one. Okay. Alright, please clarify the cards right here for Scorpio singles. And we will get to couples as well after this. I'm going to do kind of a quick run through. Please clarify the cards that are already here for Scorpio singles for the month of November. What's coming towards them and love. All my Scorpios. One, 2, 3. Alright, so our first placement is your overall energy, and you have the Queen of Wands with the Page of Swords. Now, the Queen of Wands can be a person, male or female, because cards are gender neutral. The Queen of Wands is someone who is fiery, passionate, go-getter. She can be feisty. She does well in leadership roles. But yes, she's very, very passionate. She can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's not as important. So someone in your area, if not you, is someone very passionate and driven, focused. And then the Page of Swords is someone, can represent a child, or with the Queen of Swords, this can talk about someone, this queen, perhaps, being very argumentative, quick to like snap back, clap back. She doesn't hold her tongue very well, or he or she doesn't hold their tongue very well. It's also considered a stalker card, so you or someone else like checking out social media, maybe this represents your love interest, or someone that's interested in you that's checking out your, hello Monica, that's checking out your social media pages. You could be getting in an argument with this person, or just petty back and forth bickering. Let's clarify one more with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords for Scorpio's overall energy for the month of November and love. Now, keep in mind this might not be present because this is for the month of November, so it can be coming up. You can be going through this now, or it can be coming up. Oops. One more with the Queen. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there may be fighting regarding children, or fighting between two people that are interested in the same person. Over. Feels like, uh-oh. Oh no. One second. Alright, maybe arguments between two people that are, I want to say like a baby mama situation, like you're arguing with the mother of someone else's child, or you're the mother of their child. It's just a lot of drama right here because you've got two very powerful figures with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Page of Swords, so that's Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Again, the signs don't matter as much as the energy. I'm going to clarify. Why did I do that? That's not the deck I'm using. I'm going to clarify this page and see what we can get from this. Please clarify, what is the Page of Swords here? What does the Page of Swords represent for Scorpio's overall energy? Hi, Brianna. Let's clarify this Page of Swords. 1, 2, 3. This could be even fighting and arguments within the family. Yeah, somebody's fighting for attention, or fighting for attention, or fighting to be recognized. They could be. It could be publicly fighting, like back and forth on like social media sites, like being very catty and maybe posting something on your Facebook. Hey Brianna, thank you for being here. Hi Harley. But yeah, they want recognition. I just sense like a lot of drama in the overall energy, like Queen of Wands against this Queen of Swords. Again, it could be family, friend, or your love interest, or the baby mama. Just take what resonates, because there's more than one Scorpio in here. It could be fighting over a child, or just someone's being childish. But yeah, with the Page of Swords and the Six of drama. There. Well, it could even be at work. Maybe you're even fighting with a boss or a coworker a lot. Okay, so this is, oops, that one right. This current energy and situation, we have another Queen. Queen of Cups would be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer with the Hermit. The Hermit is a Virgo. Again, signs don't matter as much as energy. This is perhaps you. You've gone into kind of quiet mode. Maybe you're isolating yourself to remove yourself from the situation with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. This is isolation, not always out of depression, just to get away. Wisdom and guidance within yourself. Hi, Carly. If you guys come in late, don't worry, I'm going to post this so you can come back and watch it later. Alright, Cancer. So let me clarify one more here. Please clarify one more with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. Perhaps you've even blocked someone. Like I said, one of those energies of petty bickering that may be trying to cause issues or problems publicly or in private, either one. I don't know with the Queen of Cups and maybe you've separated from someone and haven't heard from them in a while, like an ex. And now you have the Ten of Cups. So what I see here is either you or someone else has left a situation because it was no longer emotionally fulfilling, or it seemed too good to be true, and you started, or they started to see things for how they really were. This Hermit can also be an older, mainly male figure, like a father, grandfather, a counselor, preacher, kind of that kind of stereotypical. There could be an age gap here. But yes, either you or someone else has left a situation to find happiness within, or because you just were no longer happy in the relationship. I'll go ahead and move on because we'll be here all night if I keep clarifying. Oh, no. And then crossing you as a challenge or obstacle, we have the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, but it's also kind of a greedy, selfish energy. This may be you or the other person, if it's an ex or a love interest that you're currently dealing with. But either you or they are kind of, this is kind of like the energy of wanting their cake and eating it too. It's like having all these cups but still wanting more. It's kind of a gluttonous card. And then you have the Seven of Wands here, and that represents being very defensive, holding your ground, not backing down, being very prideful too. And it's like boastful and prideful. So that's either your energy or the other person. And if you're recently single, I think this is... My sister just left her fiance today over abuse. My mom's literally on her way back with her now. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Harley. I'm glad her sister, I'm glad your sister got out of that situation, surprisingly. more with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands, please. One more with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. One, two, three. Okay, yeah, there was some type of imbalance here. Someone was taking more than they were very adamant about. Like they didn't feel bad about it. There was no guilt or shame. They were just happy to take. Well, Harley, this reading might be for you, or parts of it for your sister and you, to relate to her. But yeah, so far we've got some very petty, hateful words and communication, leaving a situation because it no longer made you happy, or again, vice versa. This energy can go either way. And then very, very prideful and proud. I just said prideful and proud. It's very selfish behavior and how they treat them. Okay, and this is what is on surface mind. Children could definitely be involved. We have the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. Both represent children, or can represent children. It can also talk about the past. Maybe you are thinking about a message that you received or news that you got. The Six of Cups is about childhood even. Happy memories, nostalgia. The Page of Wands can represent an offer, a child or an offer, or if not a child, like an immature person. The message from your past is what I would normally interpret this as. You're focused on this, or they are. One more with the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands, please, for Scorpio's surface mind. And this is what you're thinking, where your thoughts are, and what your focus is. Again, or the other person, because energies can go either way. This is a general reading, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely about a relationship from the past. Or maybe someone that you've known for a long time, like you went to school with them, you grew up with them. You could have been friends for a long time, because this can be a platonic energy. You may be even thinking about reaching out to this person. A childhood friend or a childhood crush. Or they may have reached out to you. Oh, let's see. Oh, hi, Jake. Hi, Jordan. Jordan, I'm not doing like readings for people right now. This is just general. But if you go to my page and hit the message button to message me, I will gladly schedule you in. I'm just showing everyone tonight, like this is for Scorpios. Right now I'm doing singles, so this is for a very few. After this I will do for the coupled Scorpios. You're getting a lot of pages in here. I want to say that children are definitely involved somehow. Children or people that are, let me have the, oh, this is your, sorry, this is your shadow mind. So this is something that you're unaware of, or you're subconsciously like hiding from, like you're not acknowledging, or it could be a truth that you're unaware of. So your surface mind is where your focus is, your shadow mind is where your focus needs attention. And here you have the Page of Cups with the Four of Wands. How much do I charge? All of that, the prices are under my services. So if you click on services, it'll show you all the prices and what I offer. Does your general reading go by a person's zodiac symbol? On this one, yes. And like I said, it's not going to resonate with every person because it is general. So you might hear little bits that resonate, but because there's more than one Scorpio, it's not going to resonate for every single one. That's impossible. This is more for like the people that are here. They ask people like what this is. Like anybody who's curious about my readings or readings in general. But anyway, I should have muted my phone. Alright, one more with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands, please. One more with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. For Scorpio's shadow mind. Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3. Wow, okay. So this is about a new love offer. Could be with someone that you have a child with or that has a child. The Page of Cups, again, can represent a child. All the pages can represent children or immature people, emotionally underdeveloped, if it's not a child. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Oh, hi, Rachel. And then the Four of Wands represents a home, a house, like a solid foundation, like a solid relationship with the lovers here, a reunion, celebration. It is the wedding card, so you may be singles. They may be married. Like these are good cards all together as a combination. And this is in your shadow mind, so you're subconsciously burying like really bad in the past, or you hurt them and you want to come forward, or they want to come forward with a new beginning. Let me clarify this page. Here, what does this page represent, please? Okay. And someone who's married, or they're interested in you and you've already so weird. Oh, what is this Page of Cups? Look at that, another page. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So maybe this is someone that you used to be in a long-term relationship with. You may even have had children with them, or they had children, or you have children. Would I ever do in-person readings? Being that I do them from home, probably not, because I have 4 boys, and getting them to be. I do offer voice, like what we're doing now, but not live, of course. I do want to eventually start a YouTube channel where I do this more regularly, and then make private videos for the people that request a reading. But yeah, what I see here is like children are involved somehow, or this is a new or lasting relationship. But for whatever reason, you're not sure you want to take it, because here's the Queen of Cups, and I'll try to show. If you can see, she's like holding this cup and she's inspecting it, trying to figure out if this is for her. Maybe this person has hurt you in the past, or you've been hurt too many times in the past. On if this is a new person coming in. Maybe they were like very, very hurtful with their communication before, or very immature. Man, that sage smells so good, but it's so strong. Maybe you were engaged to this person. Maybe that's why this wedding card is here. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so this is recent past that brought you into your current situation. This would be why you left them, or they left you. The King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Somebody was lying. Someone was being unfaithful. Someone was dishonest. And they were either very belligerent about it, like if you accused them or called them out on it, they became verbally abusive, or, and again, this could have been you, but either way, whoever was being dishonest or cheating or lying or going behind someone's back, this person was cut out. You cut them out, or they cut you out with the King of Swords. Let's clarify one more with the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands, please. Please clarify one more with the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. This Empress, she is a Taurus. She can represent a Taurus. Otherwise, she is someone that is very nurturing, abundant, fertile. She may be a mother. She is called the Mother or the Wife card. You may have found out that he was married, she was married. You went outside of a marriage. But this is often called, especially with the Seven of Swords here, she's often called the Mistress card. So somebody was caught sneaking outside of a relationship. Or you felt that someone was sneaking outside of a relationship, and that's what ended this. It might not have been the same person. Maybe this was a relationship before, and it's made you very, very guarded to anything new that comes in. Oh, why did I turn those over? So yeah, that was definitely there was some dishonesty there, some sneaky behaviors. Okay, this is what is coming towards you from here until the end of November. Hi, Jasmine. We have the Fool, and we have the King of Swords. This, like right off the bat, someone's rushing in. Someone is rushing in very quick. The Fool can represent, for me, an Aries. The Knight of Swords can be an air sign. But the Fool is someone very carefree, very happy-go-lucky, and they like to take risks. They're very spontaneous, or their actions are spontaneous. With the Knight of Swords, he's one of the quickest moving knights of tarot. Hi, Jasmine. Thanks for being here. But yeah, I see someone coming in very quick with either a message or an offer. Either they want you to take a leap of faith with them. Let me clarify one more. With the Fool and the Knight of Swords for Scorpio. What's coming towards Scorpio from now until the end of November in love? Please clarify one more with the Fool and the Knight of Swords, please. 1, 2, 3. We got the Six of Wands again. So yeah, they want to be victorious with this offer. But I feel like it's more of about, it's almost like they won't back down. Like it's almost a demanding energy. Like, you won't tell me no. I kind of feel two separate. Like, they come with this face of like, you can trust me with the Fool. I'm gonna be different this time. And this is just for some of you. Others of you, it can be an all new person. I do get the energy that this is like someone you've dealt with from the past, this king, whoever this dishonest person was. But for some of you with the Fool, this does represent brand new beginnings and coming in fast. But for others of you, this may be someone that you've dealt with in the past, an ex, someone that you may have cut off or escaped from. But yeah, with the Six of Wands, this is about victory, success, but it's also about wanting recognition. And I do feel that sense of like, I'm not going to stop until you tell me what I want to hear. But whatever this, and again, this is from now until the end of November for Scorpio in love, singles. Okay, this is your advice card. Okay. The message here is to be careful. Hi, Amber. The message here is to be careful with what you choose. Because we have this is where I'm getting the sense that this is someone you've already dealt with in the past. Because we have this Five of Swords, which is about someone that's extremely they have no filter. When they get angry, they just spew. And they don't care who they hurt. Sometimes they fight to be right. But with the Two of Pentacles here, it's like weigh your options carefully. Don't just jump. Don't take the fool's approach where you just jump without looking. Please clarify one more with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands for advice for Scorpio. Please clarify one more with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords for advice for Scorpio singles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and you got another one about balance. This is the card of Temperance. It's about healing mentally, emotionally, physically, but also spiritually. Now, if this is not a person that you've dealt with before, if this is a new person, is not to jump into this relationship because you need to heal from whatever this was in the past with this lying, deceptive, sneaky, whoever this person was, because you're still carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of wounds, a lot of hurt, and you need to work on yourself first. You need to heal that, because you may be coming from a place like if you just jump into a new relationship, you may be very, very defensive, like where every little action that they do triggers something. And it has nothing to do with them, really, this new person, or even this old person, but it just instantly, you snap back to what you dealt with in the past, and that's where you react from. So it's saying be careful. Know why you are getting in a relationship. Don't just do it not to be alone. Get to know the person really well. Watch their actions, not their words. And another page. Wow, that is like what, 6 pages now? Again, kids may be a factor. You have this is your outside or external influences. That can be people, energy, or situations that have been, or will be influencing or affecting you. The Page of Wands, you had that up here in your surface mind. So this may be related. You have 2 Page of Wands, one in your surface mind, and one here is your outside. Someone from your past, a child, news that you received from your past, from someone you knew. Yeah, and that could be what this Four of Swords is. This Four of Swords is like taking a rest, kind of recuperating after a long battle, or just a really tough time that you went through. And it can also get the feeling like if this is a child, you were forced to take a break, kind of to protect them. Otherwise, it can talk about someone from your past that you either blocked or blocked you, or you just haven't spoken to each other in a while for whatever reason. You fell out. Please clarify one more with the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords for outside external influences. 1, 2, do that again. Doesn't feel right. 1, oh, 2, 3. Yeah. This is definitely, this could even be someone that's literally incarcerated or in jail. Hi Jake, yeah, if you send me a message through my page, the Soul Horizons Tarot page, I'll be happy to schedule you in. I do afternoon and evening readings. For voice scheduling is a little difficult at times, but I prefer it in the evening after 9:45. But I can fit you in the afternoon. Just send me a message and we can work something out. But thank you. What am I doing? Yeah, this is someone that you definitely haven't spoken to in a while, or you've blocked, or they've blocked you. Coming forward with a message, maybe a passionate new beginning or a restart in a relationship, whether love or friendship. I will say, for all adults here, I hope, the wands are considered sexual. So this could be like somebody coming in for a booty call. But otherwise it's like a new path. Maybe the father of your child, since I know most of everyone in here is a woman. Maybe he's in jail, or you just blocked him. But that kind of goes along with what's coming towards you as well. And it's definitely someone, like I said, that's either been blocked by you or they've blocked scenario. So this is what's best for you in this situation with what's coming towards you. This person that's coming in fast with that Knight of Swords and that happy-go-lucky, carefree energy, that new beginning. Whether it is a new person or an ex that's supposedly has this new... I do get the sense that it could very well be an ex with the past card and the overall energy. Just all of this gives that sense. Please clarify one more with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. I have a lot of knights too, actually. Let me clarify one more with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles for Scorpio's best case scenario in love. Scorpio singles best case scenario in love from now until the end of November. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Is that seriously? Yeah. Wow, you got the 10 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands again. The 10 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed with burdens, responsibilities, duties that can relate with work, because the Pentacles can talk about career or finance. And the fact that you have it twice, it's like, I kind of feel like you're getting it from all sides. This is your best case scenario, so what to heal. and to take things slow. Be careful with your decision. Obviously, your best case scenario is not to overwork yourself. The Knight of Pentacles can be someone very, very, very slow moving. It's the slowest Knight of Tarot. He's very responsible. He doesn't give up. And that's what I said here with the Knight of Swords, somebody that just doesn't give up. You have 2 tens, which is about endings. All tens are endings and completions, but these are heavy. So I almost feel like to let something go, or someone go. Someone in your environment, maybe this Knight of Pentacles, maybe they're kind of a burden to you. They're not healthy. They don't help. They just add more weight. And I don't know if that's this person that's coming in or just someone in your environment that's taking up a lot of your energy, maybe a lot of your resources. And you did have, with what was crossing you, someone, this person here with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe that's what its message here for you is to somehow release yourself from this person, whoever's like sucking all your energy. This is your most probable outcome. You got the Four of Swords again. This was in your your outside or external influences. So your most probable outcome here. So the Four of Swords again is about taking a rest. It's sometimes can even talk about like meditation, vacationing, just getting away from everything for a little while. Even just like privately within your own home, you don't have to actually go on a vacation. It's also similar to that hermit energy where you isolate yourself and you kind of go internal. It's very similar to that. And then afterwards, you have the Strength card, which feels like you come out of that into this new, it's like you're almost revitalized. And you come out of it stronger, more compassionate. Clarify one more with the Four of Swords, please, and the Strength card for Scorpio singles. Most probable outcome for what's coming towards them in love from now until the end of November, please. One more with the Four of Swords and the Strength card. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay. I kind of like this. I think this has to do with like if you follow advice where you weigh your options carefully, you take the time to heal, I think this is your most probable outcome, because here you're taking that time to yourself in order to recuperate, and then you come out of it with a better perspective of yourself and what you want. You're stronger in your wants and your needs and your boundaries. Especially I have one person watching. Or is that myself? Am I the only person watching? Well, that's not discouraging at all. Okay, so yeah, this is about rest and recuperation, coming out stronger. And then this Knight of Wands is, yeah, he's a passionate new beginning as well. And you kind of meet. It's like you're meeting on the same wavelength now. I don't know if this is the same person or a different person. I feel like it's someone completely new. It's not this person here with the Knight of Swords. It's not the ex, if this is the ex, or a new person, either way. It feels like this one is someone completely unrelated to everyone else. Because you've done the self-work and the time to heal here with the Four of Swords. It's like a brand new opportunity. But only if you follow advice here. Well, it could be even if you don't. But that's from now until the end of November, and that was for singles. I don't know why I'm doing this. I lost everyone except for you, Renee. Shmoo, shmoo, shmoo. It'll get better. It'll get better. Once I get better. I'm more confident. Okay. Here. Take a drink. You're not a single? Well, great. And you're the only person watching. So let's do this one for you, huh? This is for Scorpio couples. This is for Scorpio couples from now until the end of November. This is for Scorpio couples from now until the end of November. One more time. This is for Scorpio couples from now until the end of November, and love. Spirit. On my feet. I know this is gonna hurt. Alright. Scorpio couples, please. From now until the end of November, and love. 1, 2, lovers. Yay. Okay. Let's clarify the cards that are already, ooh, get back in there. The cards that are already here for Scorpios. Now until the end of November. Love. Scorpio couples, please. From now until the end of November. Thank you so much, Renee, for sticking with me. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. 1, 1. 2. And 3. What am I doing? I gotta cut the deck. Almost forgot what I was supposed to do there. Doink. Interesting. Okay. So first off, we have a 3 of Cups and then a Lovers. Oh boy. 3 of Cups can talk about celebration, reunion, parties, get-togethers. Lovers can represent lovers, couples, marriage. I can speak. I know English. It can also talk about a head over heart decision. I cannot ignore the fact that sometimes the 3 of Cups can talk about third-party situations. Let's see what the other card is before we plant any seeds. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, the Lovers, and now the 8 of Swords. Somebody in this relationship feels stuck. Maybe they feel stuck in the relationship or stuck on some kind of head over heart decision surrounding this relationship. It also kind of feels like if it's not a 3-party situation, that there was a lot of joy, and then all of a sudden things kind of turn dark. Alternatively, it can mean that somebody went to jail, but that's an extreme of the 8 of Swords. Most often it just talks about feeling like bound, maybe bound, obligated towards you, or they just don't feel like the relationship is going anywhere anymore. Like it's just come to a stop or a halt, or it's become stagnant. Again, this is a general reading, so if you want your own personal reading that's going to resonate more entirely for you, that felt kind of redundant to say, but okay, so now we have the Ace of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, and this is your current energy and situation. It feels like you've either come forward with a truth or received some kind of message or that turn things around, whether in the positive or the negative. It kind of depends on the card I'm about to pull. Oh. The Ace of Swords can be sometimes like a shocking revelation, like something you didn't expect. Other times it's like you or the other person just giving you the brutal thing that. Let me clarify more. Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, please. For Scorpio couples, current energy or situation. One more with the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. This is very similar to the Eight of Swords in that things have come to a halt. Whatever this truth was, whatever this message was, conversation, communication, it kind of just, this wheel is always turning, but with the Hangman, it's like it ground to a halt, and now things are suspended. There's no forward movement, and it may have like shifted your perception or your perspective of things. And that's very similar, like what the energy was here with that Eight of Swords. Like somebody doesn't know what to do, possibly because of whatever this information that came in. Or there's a need for some kind of truth, but somebody's holding back. Because here we have this monkey with the blindfold on. Maybe you or the other person isn't aware of whatever this is, and because of that, there's no movement. There's no forward progression, Jesus. Now the Wheel of Fortune can talk about a karmic card. So a reversal of fortune, in the negative or positive. So if things have been going really well, whether in the house or in the home, in the relationship, financially, if they've been going really well, things may take a turn for the worst. If it's going very poorly, things may turn around for the better. But with that Hangman there, it's like it's not moving. Something is keeping it in standstill. This is what is crossing you. As a challenge or obstacle, there may be some type of court case involved. I'm waiting on a verdict or judgment or word back. It can be anything official, bank, loans, custody, suing someone over whatever, in a lawsuit. Oops. If it's not that, then it's a need for balance, because this is what is crossing you. There's no balance, or there's an imbalance. And with the Strength card, there's an imbalance of compassion or patience. Someone is to control a situation or even themselves. One more with the Strength card and the Justice for what is crossing Scorpio couples as a challenge or obstacle. 1, 2, 3. I almost feel like this is more like holding back, though. Like holding back a truth, maybe your truth or their truth. Whoever this is, it's like they're holding themselves silencing themselves or censoring themselves or repressing. Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining us here. But yeah, like suppressing yourself and how you, if it's not to do with a court case or any official business. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles, and that can talk about investments. So again, that could have to do with like saving up for a loan or something, or trying to pay back a loan, or can also talk about like investing in a relationship or a career. There's some kind of imbalance here, because in the positive, justice is about balance and truth and justice. But as a challenge or obstacle, that means the opposite. And funnily enough, I don't know if you can see, okay, here's the wheel. And then right above justice, she has the wheel. I don't know if you can see that, but she has the wheel right above her head. So it's like whatever this is that's not being spoken, or that needs to be spoken, or that will be spoken, with the Ace of Swords, this truth, this clarity, this communication that clears out the bullshit and the fog. Until that happens, it's not only at a standstill, but it's not fair, it's not just. And it feels like you're investing for no reason, or you're investing to be profitable or pay out in the end. Whether that's a relationship or a job, or, I mean, when I say relationship, that can be with your husband, boyfriend, fiance, or someone in your family, or friend. We have your surface mind. You have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. This fighting for what you think is right, or what you know is right. Defending yourself or what you believe. I don't know if this is relationship or job, because you did have this 7 of Pentacles. So if it's not about a job, either way, the 3 of Wands is about after you've invested, you've put in the time, you've put in the work, you've put in your energy, and now the 3 of Wands is just waiting for that to come back, waiting for it to pay off, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for someone or something to prove that you invested wisely, that you did the right thing. And it's like you're not going to give up on it. You believe in it, but at the same time you're waiting. Please clarify one more with the 7 and the 3 of Wands. Please clarify one more with the 7 and the 3 of Wands for Scorpio surface mind. Scorpio couple surface mind from now until the end of November, please. One more with the 7 and the 3 of Wands. 1, 2, 3. It's all wands. Action. All wands. And that's the 6 of Wands. So yeah, if this, either or, whether job related or relationship related, it's like you want to know and be recognized for everything that you've put into this relationship. You want to receive, like you want reciprocity, and you're willing to fight for it. but you're still waiting for it. And possibly with the Six of Wands, you may be finally getting it, finally getting that recognition. And it's been a waiting, like a wait. It seems like it's been a long time coming, basically. Because it is a card about victory and success. If it's not that you've received that, then you are still waiting. You are waiting for victory and success, and for people to acknowledge that you've done your part. You've done the hard work. Okay, so shadow mind. Another wand. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Please clarify one more with the Page of couple Scorpios. It's a shadow mind. My eyes are burning. I'm tearing up for some reason. With all this candle. Like 6 different candles burning right now. Please clarify one with Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups for Scorpio's shadow mind. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Hangman again. Okay. This could possibly be, again, revolving around a child. With the Page of Wands. There again is the can represent a wish fulfillment card, or someone that just doesn't appreciate what they have. So it's almost like you're taking a second, or your shadow mind, you're subconsciously worried about what can be gained from this relationship. Like, what they offer, is it really what I want anymore, or can they even give me what I want? Are they willing to, or are they able to reciprocate? Maybe you're reevaluating what it is that you, and this could be regarding, maybe you got a new job or a new career offer, or you just started, or you're thinking about taking a new offer. Because the Page of Wands can represent something new coming in. Pause and think about what exactly it is in these cups that you have. It's like when you get, your 30s or 40s, and you take a look at everything around you. You're in a home that you pay rent for, and it's not yours. And you start to realize that you've invested all this money into a home that you'll never own. It's like that energy. And maybe that's why this Page of Wands is here. Maybe it's a new relationship. Or maybe you're wondering if a child is a good idea at this point. having a child rather, or a new line of work. Maybe you're worried about jumping into something new. Oh, I want to do that. That was silly. I need that. Come back here. Okay, this is... Ooh. Someone may have lost their mother, or a influential or important feminine energy, feminine figure rather, like a friend or a grandmother or a mother or a sister, or possibly even themselves. I did say that, hold on, my eyes are like seriously burning. I did say that the cards are gender neutral. However, the Emperor and the Empress always to me are, the Empress is a woman or a very effeminate man, and vice versa, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, or off track. It feels like somebody has lost something here. This Empress, whether it's you or someone else, there is a sense of loss in your recent past. Loss, guilt, remorse. Just a lot of pain. Please clarify one more with the Empress and the Five of Cups. Dude, what is wrong with my eyes? They're putting off that much smoke. Please clarify one more with the Empress and the Five of Cups. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. I kind of feel like this is someone close to you that maybe you shared like every aspect of your life with. And I don't mean like death either. I mean, it could represent death, but like whether it's a family or friend, just someone that you were very close with. I want to clarify more. Jesus, though. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Please clarify more with this. Empress. What is this? What is this? What is this? Guilt, remorse. 1. And it could even be a job. 2, 3. A job that made you happy, like you really enjoyed. And maybe you're confused about how it happened, how it ended with the Seven of Cups. Or maybe you made the wrong decision, or you're afraid you made the wrong decision and leaving something or someone behind. There's some kind of ending here, though. Either a person in your environment, maybe it's even your partner, because their energy is going to affect you. So they will pop up here too as well. Maybe they lost. I better not be getting sick. So yeah, there's definitely some pain involved in your recent past. Maybe left you confused. Alexius, you came back in. Hey. We're doing Scorpio couples now. Ooh, this is pretty. You may be dealing with an Aries or a Leo in the near future. Again, signs aren't as important as, oh, you know what? You got the Empress and you got the Emperor. That's soulmate. That's husband and wife. That's mother and father. Let's clarify one more with the Emperor and the Sun for what's coming towards Aries. Scorpio couples from now until the end of November. Let's clarify one more with the Emperor and the Sun card. What's coming towards Scorpios in love. Scorpio couples in love from now until the end of November. Please, one more with the Scorpio Sun. One. Your dog is needy. Two. Aren't all dogs needy all the way? Even when they're old. They're still like children. This is great. You got the Emperor, which can represent the husband or the father, or a long-standing job. It can talk about a boss, just a powerful masculine energy. With the Sun card, that's like the best card in tarot. Happy and you know what? This is something to do with the father. For some of you. The Emperor can represent the father, the Sun can represent the father, and the Ten of Pentacles can also represent the father. And joy, liberation, freedom, complete happiness. And the Ten of Pentacles, something very financially rewarding, or yeah, it's just like having everything you could possibly need from a financial standpoint. The stable family. Maybe that's the job, talking about a job, or possibly even your father. Oh, I don't want to say that, but yeah, this is good. Like all three of the, well, the Emperor can be kind of a strict, stubborn, controlling energy, but with the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles, those are really great cards. That's happiness and financial stability and foundations, and that's like the white picket house. So that's coming towards you. For a certain Scorpio, or for a couple Scorpios, given that I don't have that many people watching. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying there's only 3. I think the most I had was like, at one time was 13 or 14. I know probably only half of those were actually Scorpios, so let's see, this is advice, and right off the bat, it's like if there is some type of new venture, new passion, whether that's in work or a hobby or like a side, kind of like a side job, it's definitely saying go for it. Maybe there's a new potential beginning for your relationship that's like a new spark. Whatever this is, this Ace of Wands can represent a new passionate beginning. And the Magician is the person that you want to take that potential and turn it into actuality. Whoa, get back here. So your advice is to take that wand, take that, what was that in high school? Relay? Where you take the wand or baton or whatever and you take off with it. Like no holds barred, like just go for it. If you've been thinking about going somewhere or doing something or changing your, like, for some reason I get the idea that somebody's got this brainstorm idea to do something like at home, like a new business. Like, for example, making candles or arts and crafts, something. Alright, one more with the Ace of Wands and the Magician, please, for Scorpio. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. See, I said a business within the home, and you did the card about home. This could even talk about trying to get a new home, or rebuilding or remodeling a home. But usually advice isn't so, what's that word? It's not so, I can't think of the word. It's more long range. Maybe, yeah, like reforming a connection. Like, because I did say that there seemed to be a stop or a halt in the relationship. And if something new comes in, like, you know, an opportunity to get away together or go to couples or marriage counseling, or just somehow reignite that spark. Yeah, this is definitely what that is. Let's just go for it. Build something. Create something. Maybe even like reconcile with someone. Because I get that with this card. It's like two people coming together and forming a connection together. Oh, you can't even see that. Jeez, I'm so. And you get a lot of cards in here that are like fire signs, so I'm wondering if a fire sign is involved. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's also Taurus, Gemini, Libra. Leo's in here twice. What is the wheel? Oh, the wheel's like all 4 signs. Scorpio. I said all 4 fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and is it Virgo or is it Gemini? One more with the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands, please. For outside or external influences, this can be people, energy, or situations that are outside of you, and possibly your husband, boyfriend, fiance, since this is Scorpio couples. This is someone or something that is outside or external to you that is, has been, or will be affecting or influencing you. One more with the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. Look at all these freaking wands. Like, you had all three wands up here, wands down here. Like, you got a lot going on, a lot of action. Now you have Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. You grinding or what? More with the Ten and the King of Wands, please. 1, 2, 3. Well, you know what? I'm gonna guess here. I could keep clarifying, but because this is a general reading, it's just gonna make it more confusing. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles are very similar. And well, I mean, he is an Aries. The Emperor and the King of Wands are pretty similar. Usually I see him more of as an earth sign, the Emperor, but they're pretty similar too, because he is an Aries. So I'm going to say that these two people are the same. Whoever this is, the Empress in the back, with the loss, the sadness, the guilt, and then the Emperor here with the Sun, I think these two people are the same. So I don't know if this is like your mother and your father, or his mother and his father, his siblings, what have you, or if it's also, or alternatively, if it's the both of you. But there is something that is very exhausting here, like an ending of some sort. And I'm not saying like an ending of a relationship, but something just becomes too heavy. Remember, we had that Ace of Swords that brought in the Wheel of Fortune, which was that reversal of fortune, like that grinding to a halt. So whatever that is, it's like it's here now too, and something finally breaks down in order to either fix or move on from, or to finally have that conversation. Again, that could be, what is it? Oh, pulling the wrong card here. That could be you or someone external to you, if it's not you and your significant other. However, it will be affecting you. Or if it's not already, or people at work, co-workers. Your best case scenario is the King of Swords, and he tells it like it is. He does not sugarcoat things, he does not pull punches, he just spits it. It can be brutal at times, but he refuses to be anything but completely honest. It's not always a good character trait to just, you can be honest without tearing someone down. So I don't think that's what that is. I think it's your best case scenario is someone needs to come forward and speak their truth. Again, what was crossing you was the strength and the justice, and I said it felt like someone was holding back, or honest, or not like you were being dishonest, but you weren't like verbalizing or expressing how you really felt. And You have the Two of Wands here, which is about balance. And again, what was crossing you was an imbalance. So whatever imbalance this is needs to be addressed, needs to be acknowledged. Best case scenario is you're not going to get anywhere if you just sit on it. Like that old saying, want in one hand, shit in the other, see which happens first. Sorry, that's kind of vulgar, but and here he is, he's holding a bird in his hand. Yeah. Case scenario for anything to progress in, you know, towards something is going to be not holding back anymore. And you can do it with compassion and empathy, and but one more King of Swords and the Two of Wands, please, for a couple Scorpios. Best case scenario from now until the end of November. One more with the King of Swords and the Two of Wands, please. 1, 2, 3. You know, maybe that's what it is, actually. Yeah, you know, I'm getting this sense, too, for some of you, that you feel like you do more in the relationship as far as taking care of the home, maybe even the bills, but it's like you're stuck with all these duties and chores and like the whole gender role where the wife is the cook, the clean, or the maid, the home, the housekeeper, or whatever. And then they come home and they just sit and relax and have a beer and watch. I get that energy from this because the Eight of Pentacles, kids or him or everything else, and then he doesn't or she doesn't contribute as much, and you feel that. You feel all that pressure and that weight, and it's getting to be too much, but yet you, for some reason, you don't speak up about it, or you're afraid to speak up about it. Maybe you don't want to rock the boat, or maybe it's gotten you in hot water before even saying anything at all. But there's definitely a need for standing your ground and speaking your truth. And whatever, I mean, if there's something else that's causing an imbalance, like if you're juggling more than one thing and you can't the Two of Pentacles is also about juggling. So maybe something has so much of your attention that you can't make any forward progression, like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. And that needs to be cut out. Like maybe it's taking up too much of your energy or time. That's just for some. That's a different story for some of you. Alright, best case scenario. Oh, not best case, excuse me. Most probable outcome here for Scorpio couples from now until the end of November. One more with the King of Cups and the Five of Wands, please, for Scorpio couples. One, two, So on this one, I think this is your outcome, your most probable, because tarot can't tell you the future in definites. You do have free will, but this one I feel like is if you don't follow advice with the magician, oh Lord, with the truth, speaking your truth, or possibly even hearing someone else's, because it can be vice versa. Yeah, the King of Cups, which can be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. The Five of Wands is petty bickering back and forth, competition, jealousy, getting a lot of attention, but it's like a spirit of just kind of like that nagging energy, just meh, meh, meh. And it doesn't really get anywhere, it just kind of builds and builds and builds over time. And then the Two of Swords is about not making a decision. So it's the opposite of your best case scenario. Because you're just sitting on your emotions, you're sitting on your feelings, and you're not speaking out about them. You might end this way, not deep. You don't go deeper than like that surface puddle. You just kind of pick at each other. And it causes, again, like there's no movement. And that is only if you don't follow advice. Because where you are presently, what you're doing presently with not being open and vulnerable, it's causing this rift. And eventually that leads to resentment. Or it just leads to people like just drifting apart. You know, if it's not, you know, in a relationship, it can be like in the workplace. Because if you don't speak your mind in the workplace and you get walked all over and take it for granted, if your work influences you, you bring it home, it influences the relationship. So this can be your boss that you need to speak up to, or your supervisor, or your mom or dad, or someone in your family, or your friends that are like causing drama or getting involved somehow. But that is your most probable outcome if you don't possibly like speak up for your husband or boyfriend. But that is the end of both of those. I am going to stop that here just because I only have 2 people watching. If you are still interested and you haven't already, I don't know if Renee's still in here or who's all in here. On my page, on my Soul Horizons Tarot page, and I'll get you scheduled in if you're interested. My prices are listed under services if you're curious about what I offer and how much. Yeah, and all the information is there on my page. If you do have any questions, again, just message me. I really appreciate those of you that stayed with me, and those of you that came 5 seconds, and those that come in later and watch it in a later time. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Okay. Ooh, let's see if I can function. Oh, don't catch the cord on fire. would not be good.